So, as you can see on the screen, and as I just looked up, you have to go back to the goddamn brother and get the goddamn sword so you can fight the goddamn boss. Lovely. You have to go back here again, because that's what the game wants you to do. That's the way of the game. Backtrack Central. This is so good. Love it. Wish more games had you running in circles like this. That's some pretty impressive stuff you found. I'll start upgrading your weapon right away. I won't charge you for it. Well, actually, this is going to take a little more time than I thought. No sense in waiting around. I'll send you a letter once it's ready. That would be great. What? You have to wait around? Dude, I don't want to wait around for you. Fuck you, I did all this stuff already. Let me read this. Alright, well I guess we gotta head to the Forest of Myth. We'll do the Forest of Myth now. I just can't believe I gotta come back here again. Let's see. Transience. Can't really do anything with the... Oh, fuck you. Yes, we have free time. Yeah, let's do it. Force of frickin' Myth. I was less than enthusiastic about this trip. Buddy. Better save it. You never know what could happen on the way there. Take out my frustration, rip off this mouse's tail. That Mickey. Fun times. Very fun times. Forest of Myth. Forest Myth. Can I fast travel to it, please? Just let me fast travel to it. Ooh, I gotta come back to the junk heap. Oh my gosh. Get out of my way. Get out of here. I'm not fighting these guys. Get on this freaking boar. Where's the forest? Of course. Through there. This better be an easy mission. That giant hassle that was that last mission. Well, we certainly farmed enough crap. Lasts a lifetime. Doesn't seem like it'll do us any good, but whatever. Leveled up, I guess. That's looking at it positively, right? Screw this game. I really thought you could do the frickin'... Just... whatever.
This is the village from the dream. Yeah. Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience.
Well, we're probably going to experience it again.
I hear you.
What is this? Tree branch. Lovely. Oh, hello. Hi there. How are things? Huh? You want to know if anything unusual is happening? Well, I have been feeling rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree. The Divine Tree? Yes, it's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village. Did you investigate the cause of this presence? Not really, no. And why not? Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree except for prayer. And why is that? I don't know, alright? It's just how things have always been. Weird. Alright, so we gotta go to this stupid tree. Save it. And burn to the ground. We are the grass, we are the trees, we are the woods. We are the warriors. Ultimate warrior comes out of the tree. Gorilla presses you. Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately? You should talk, Weiss. Pah. As Grimoire Weiss is capable of spouting such nonsense. Hang on, I don't think he's done. The dark form that governs all memories. May the words form themselves to your liking. That would be nice. Black, pure darkness, painted over everything. Words scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words. Amorous words, all sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. This is wrong, whispered the tree in a voice of wind through the leaves. This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed. Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree. And once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world. Words collapsed into the sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united into whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into the stars. Each star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. A child is here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is shade paler than the bleached hospital sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can bring the invader away. And he has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings the boy comfort, a healthy young girl with tan skin and deep brown eyes. She is a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him, but he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state, so his loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming, he knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could tell her of his feelings, that this might not be so, but his conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up his memory and carefully stores it within itself, etched upon it as a single word, envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises, and another, and another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of a daughter. Perhaps the child exists only in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream she does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go, some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began to fight with 63 companions, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first, but at the time she hears the fierce low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sky. She is laughing. She has been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. The memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched with a single word. Loss. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame. It was my favorite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could go, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the man and his companion entered the room. Van Damme. Well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room Van Damme had entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, Van Damme suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the Forest of Myth, its villagers prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As Van Damme stared at the jewel bewildered, a voice suddenly called out of the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Look. A small, shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It looked to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth, sights and sounds tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. This shade appears to be consuming the memories. That little thing is barely worth my time to kill. The tree extended a branch toward Van Damme. Without a second thought, Van Damme brought his blade down to the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree, that is the conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction, and many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things. But rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. Ahem, I implore... It spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of the lost envy? Now, I did read this, about this, so I saw the answers to some of this, or maybe all of it. So I know it was green. Ugh. You let it slip through your fingers. Give me a break. I have to go back to that stupid land of war. What? That wasn't the correct answer? Oh, no! You gotta be kidding me, man. Let me skip through it fast. I don't really care. Just go. 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 Yeah, so it's so great. Thought it was green. Maybe it's blue. It spoke. The shade has intelligence and emotion. Who cares? Van Damme brushed Weiss's comment aside. His sword sliced through the shade's right arm. The shade extended its remaining arm to Van Damme. I must touch him. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its fingers brushed against Van Damme, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arm, and out of its entire body. It was emotion, more than the entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone, 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains, but no more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul. And the man was the key. This was a promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation, but the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beasts? It was 63. Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key, shouted the book. Grab the key. The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. Weiss, this world is falling apart. And how can a world of... I implore, most important thing, world. Alright, the answer is Yonah. It's all the same. I don't know if it... I guess it didn't matter what you said, as long as you said Yonah. The memories disappeared, the tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letters slowly faded, Van Damme was drawn back to the real world, and the tree was satisfied. Okay. I'm beat. What in the... I never realized that shades were capable of rational thought. I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. Can't I just kill something without all this voodoo nonsense? With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in the world of letters. Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind. Thank God we got the key. Ugh. Ugh.